Hi, so today I'm going to be doing some kind of reviews and a discussion almost about the book The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I read the book last summer because my sister kind of pestered me and pestered me and pestered me to read it. She's read it about, good solid 16, 17 times, and it's her favourite book ever. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to read it, because she's 13, and I thought, well, I'm 16, so therefore it's not the kind of book I want to read. It's not intelligent. I'm here reading the classics and trying to read great literature, and this is just, another young adult novel that's got a lot of hype. And what if it's like Twilight, or what if it's like any of those other books that I really, really dislike? So I read it because ultimately I'd read 9 books over the 2-week period, and I needed another one to read because we had 3 days left of our holiday. And I read it, and it is so surprising, and I feel terrible that I judged it as a young adult fiction, as a piece of young adult fiction. I judged it to be kind of the generic weak female character sacrifices everything, every development in her character or in all the characters for the sake of a romance. Hazel Grace is a great female character. She's funny, she's intelligent, and she doesn't rely on Augustus for everything. Augustus is one of the kind of characters that you just immediately fall in love with because he's flawed, but he's so intelligent. He's got this amazing sense of humour. Isaac as well. I mean, some of my favourite lines in the entire novel come from Isaac, and it's the best thing about The Fault in Our Stars is that it's poetic. It's poetic on so many levels. It's poetic because it stays true to the language, and you can tell that John Green has read an awful lot of books, and the whole allusion, The Fault in Our Stars, is to Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, and it's a book based on literature and a love of literature. Kind of the whole relationship between Augustus and Hazel Grace stems from literature, and it's one of the true examples in modern, young adult fiction where I can say, yes, I love these characters, I care about these characters, and I want them to be happy, and I want them to be together, because for once I've read a book, a young adult novel, and I think this relationship is true, and this relationship is real, and it's honest, and it's a good good representation of what young love is. And I was amazed that I found so much in this book, and found so many quotes and so many things to kind of live by. And it's life affirming because it's not the typical cancer book, and I know it says that. And I've read a lot of books that kind of focus on cancer. Before I Die, I think it's How to Ways to Live Forever or something along those lines that I read when I was younger, and that's kind of a cancer book, if that's a genre at all, for younger people, for younger readers. And I think that the risk is when you write a book about cancer, it becomes so melodramatic and kind of indulgent in terms of the language and what the characters have to go through. It becomes indulgent and just over the top and unrealistic. And I think the beautiful thing about The Fault in Our Stars is that it's a romance first, it's a comedy second, it's an intelligent analysis of kind of modern culture third, and then it's a book about cancer and about dying and about losing things that matter to you. And it's a great book, and I've met a lot of people that have said I didn't enjoy it, it wasn't my favourite one of John Green's books. I've only read The Fault in Our Stars. I've got a list of books that I need to read by him, but I've got a list of books I need to read by everyone ever. So he's not up there, but John Green is certainly up there in terms of The Fault in Our Stars, because I've learnt a lot about how to write good fiction and how to write poetic language and how to write a good romance from this novel. And I think anyone that kind of renounces it or refuses to read it because it's a young adult fiction or because it's by John Green and they've seen the Vlogbrothers videos and they don't find him funny, this is a completely different thing. Like on the Vlogbrothers videos, he's very kind of light and talks really quickly, but this is such a serious book, and it obviously means so much to him. If you look at his videos, you'll see what it means so much to him. And I think that's really moving for a writer to completely fall in love with the characters they're creating and the characters that they've made. And I think it's amazing that John Green has been able to do that. And I honestly would recommend the book to anyone, and I am promoting it, but I'm promoting it because I love it, and I wouldn't promote it for any other reason apart from the fact that it's one of the best young adult pieces of writing that I have ever read, and I've read a lot of young adult fiction, and this is easily up there in my top 10. You can check out the Spinebreakers website and see that it's on my top 10 of books to read. Top 10 Bilders Roman, coming of age novels, it's up there. Top 10 books of all time, it's up there. And if you check out all of my other sites that I post kind of think my views on books and writing, The Fault in Our Stars is an example I regularly use. So if you want to read a great book of any age, young adult fiction is just that. You can read it if you're old or young, or just a mixture in between, and it's an incredible piece of writing. And I think if I ever manage to write a book to the same level, or just close to the same level, then I'll know that I've achieved my goals. And I think that it's obvious that this book is going to become one of the classics, definitely.